Hi everyone, and welcome to a very wet Friday. A lot of you are asking the same questions that I was asking. Is my goodness, we have a ton of rain. What's happening at the bridge and at the lake? So let's take a look and I will show you what is happening. We have all of our overflows and the grates, the intake grates are working. We can't tell what's happening below it, but my guess is there's a lot of debris that's coming off of the banks of the lake and from any small little channels that are in the lake. It's all being washed out. So once this water, actually recedes, then we're going to have to go in there and clean out a lot of those leaves and sticks. But for now, there's really nothing to do. One of the big things to note is that these sidewalks are underwater at the boardwalk, probably by about 4 inches or so, maybe 3-4 inches, and you can see what that looks like. Here's the sidewalk down here. So, I don't know, 3-4 inches, something like that. So the water level is very high. The water level is high going under the bridge. So under that area, we probably are about 3.5 feet from the water level to the bottom of the bridge. Now, how much rain would it take to raise that 3.5 feet? I don't know the answer to that. Probably a lot. So what I did is I looked at the radar, and I can see that it's supposed to rain the entire rest of the day. But if you look at where the heaviest points of the rain are going to be on the radar, it appears that it's going to be south of our area, maybe like Roswell area, Sandy Springs, and south. That's what it looks like as of now if you take the radar and kind of extrapolate out the time between now and tomorrow. So again, there's the water flowing very heavily. It's kind of impressive. So when you come out here, you stand and your initial thought is, oh my gosh, this is a problem. But it's actually done this before in the past, at least one time that I can remember. So I'm not overly concerned about our bridge being washed out. I think that everything seems to be functioning just fine. One thing to note, however, is the other side. And I will take you over there and tell you what the water department told me, because I called them out. And we have this pump station that sits right out there. That is our pump station. It's a sewage pump station. So right now, the water level is about 2 feet below the edge of that pump station. About an hour and a half ago when I was out here, it was about 12 inches below. It's been raining very lightly in the last hour and a half, so it's actually dropped pretty quickly. Now, if we were to get much heavier rains and the water continues to rise, the county will come out and manually shut down the motors on those pumps, so they won't be able to pump. That does not mean that you can't flush your toilet. You'll still be able to flush your toilets just fine. The sewage is actually banked, for lack of a better word, inside these 48-inch diameter pipes that are connecting, and on an emergency basis, they can even switch and send the sewage to different transfer stations. Instead of the one up on 141, they can send it down to James Creek. They could even, worst case scenario, pump out into where the water is now, although there's some EPD fines that go along with it, but that's not our responsibility. So in the immediate sense, there's no concern. We're still 2 feet before that level rises. The thing to look for is if we get much heavier rain for a consistent period of time, hour after hour, for a long period of time. Radar shows that that's not likely to happen, that we're likely to have what we're having now, which is sort of this gentle, steady rain. Lake level will continue to drop and everything's going to be just fine. So that is kind of my take on it. I am not a road and bridge engineer. I'm not an expert in this subject. I'm speaking from my past experience of living here a long time and what I'm observing, as well as what I've heard through some conversations with some other neighbors that have lived here for quite a long time, and what I've heard from the gentleman who came from the water and sewer department. So that's all the information I have on it right now. I think you can go about your day, enjoy it, look forward to a happy new year. If you have more questions, post them to Facebook. If you have concerns and you want to call the county, you're welcome to do that as well. I can't speak for your specific situation if you happen to live on the lake, or what your backyard might look like, because that could be different everywhere. This is just specifically my observation about the bridge and its current condition with the rising water level. So hope that helps you understand this situation better, may even save you a trip from having to come out here. So if you want to take a look at what you can see out here, just lots of rushing water. There's the overflow pipe right down there that you can see. That pipe is the overflow from that side, this side of the lake. And that's all I have to report. Have a great day, enjoy the weather, and Say something nice to somebody else. How about that? All right. See you guys.